What's going on, guys? Harry here. Just want to take you through a day of eating today. This morning I woke up and had like a big cup of water, just chugged one of these right here and been sipping on it all morning. I woke up at about 7:30. Right now it's 11 and I haven't eaten anything. Just been doing work pretty much all morning and had water, had a pretty big cup of coffee. It was like a cup and a half or something. And typically coffee has been like my only source of caffeine throughout the day, so I don't take any pre-workout. I just have a pretty big cup of coffee in the morning, and that gets me through like my workout and the whole day. So gonna be hitting bench press push day today, so not sure when I'm gonna go. Like I said, it's like 11. Probably gonna get to the gym by like noon or 1. Right now I'm having my first meal, and I know that you guys can probably guess it. Got pizza here. It's only half. I made a bunch the other day and just threw them in the fridge, so it's definitely like the easiest thing. It's much quicker than making eggs or something like that, so that's what I'm having today. Probably gonna get in a lot more micronutrients and like whole foods over the course of the day, so I'll take you guys through that and hope you guys enjoy this video. Forgot to mention that I'll put the macros on the screen for this. It's really like not that much carbs or fat or protein even. I think it's like 50 carbs and maybe like 12 grams of fat. So again, I'll put it on the screen. Finished up training a little while ago, probably around 12:30. Right now it's 2 o'clock. Gonna have another meal. Training went really well. I hit 265 for a set of 4 on close grip bench. Did like 4 sets at 245, sets of 5 to 6. And then for my 6th set, I dropped it down to 225 for a set of 8, I believe. So felt good. And then I went into a lot of other push stuff like shoulders and triceps. And then I went and got my hair cut. So it's been quite a while since I finished up training, like I said. And here's what my meal looks like. Got some salmon here. This is Alaskan coho salmon. I've been ordering salmon lately from a website online. It's like they have all different types of Alaska salmon. So they have coho, they have sockeye, and they have king salmon. And the reason I usually go with coho is because it's the lowest in fat. It's like 6.5% fat, so like per 100 grams, 6 to 7 grams of fat about. This piece was about 220 grams, and I think it was like 13 grams of fat. And coho has like the highest ratio of omega-3, EPA, and DHA to total fat. So that's why I go with it. You get like the most bang for your buck in terms of omega-3s. And sockeye is about the same percent fat, but it doesn't have as much omega-3s. And the king salmon is has a lot more fat, so I usually don't go with that just because it's like probably between 15 and 20% fat. So like a 200 gram piece like this would be about like 30 grams of fat, so not really worth it for just a little bit more omega-3s. And then to go with the salmon, I just have a cup of oatmeal, just 80 grams with about a cup of milk. I think it was like 260 grams of milk, so pretty simple meal. And it's at 2 o'clock. Like I said, probably gonna eat again in like 2 to 3 hours. It's about 4:45. I'm just having another like meal snack. It is about a scoop and a half of phase 8 protein. The only reason I'm using that specific protein is because it was buy one get one free on bodybuilding.com a few weeks ago, so I picked up 2 of those. I usually buy like the 4-pound containers, but this was for the 2 pounds only, but it still ended up being a lot cheaper than going with 2 4-pounds. So I have that with some cocoa powder, just like regular unsweetened cocoa powder, just because I really like the flavor that it adds, and it makes it a little bit thicker. And I'm pretty sure that there's also a lot of like health benefits from just unsweetened cocoa powder that you don't have to get like through chocolate and having like all the excess calories and fat from whatever like cream and stuff they add to it. Tablespoon of honey, which was 15 grams, and then 140 grams, which was like a serving of those frozen blueberries from Trader Joe's, which are really good and a lot cheaper than buying fresh blueberries. So gonna eat this up, like I said, 4:45. Probably gonna eat in a little bit since this isn't too big of a meal. It's about 7:30 now, so it's been about 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes since I just ate that last meal, which was actually a lot more filling than I thought it'd be. But I have a pretty big meal here, a lot of protein and a little bit of carbs. I don't really know what my macros look like so far for the day, just because like I didn't look, but I'll show you guys what I got here. So, ran out of chicken, so this was like 60 grams, that was all I had left. Have to cook up some more. Have half an avocado here and 2 whole eggs, a can of tuna because again I ran out of chicken, so I needed some more protein. I'm having chunk light tuna tonight instead of the albacore, the solid white, because I like the solid white a lot more, just like in terms of like taste and texture. But I had 2 cans of that last night, and the solid white tuna has a lot more mercury, just because the fish that they use to can for the solid white are a lot like older fish, so they've spent a lot more time in the ocean, which contributes to more mercury like in their bodies. So the chunk light tuna is a little bit smaller and younger, so it has less mercury. Just a little bit of information there for you guys. And then on the side I have some lentils that I just cooked up in the oven with about a cup of vegetables that I didn't add. It was just frozen mixed vegetables, and gonna top it all probably with some of this tapatio. So gonna eat this, probably gonna take me a while just because it's a lot of food and especially protein, and probably gonna eat a little bit more tonight. Usually for my like macro and calorie goals for the day, I go for somewhere between like 2,500 calories and up to like 3,500 calories. I'm maintaining very flexibly right now. Currently body weight sitting around like 200, usually between like 200 to 201, maybe like 199 to 202, but really haven't been fluctuating that much and been feeling good at this body weight. So that's what my diet looks like. Again, I'll probably eat in a little bit, so you guys will see what my last meal looks like. It's a little after 9 p.m. right now. Had that last meal a little bit before 8 o'clock, so really not that hungry. It was really filling, especially like having those lentils. And just going to have 1 apple here that I just cut up and threw in a little bowl. Went for a little bit of a walk before, took the trash out, and just did like a few laps just walking around my apartment like complex area just to get in some steps, I guess, because I've been using my iPhone here, it's the iPhone 6, to track my steps. So today I hit a little bit over 12,000. Really just been trying to reach a minimum of like 10,000 steps a day. Not really for like cardio or for burning calories, more just for overall health and not to be so sedentary outside of the gym. A lot of my schoolwork these days have been online, and I do a lot of like online client work, so pretty much just sitting at my computer all day besides being in the gym training. So started incorporating that a few weeks ago, probably over a month ago now, and just helps keep me a little bit more active throughout the day and not just going to the gym, coming home and sitting around. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I ate some pretty clean bro foods for most of the day except for breakfast, having pizza, but just figured that I'd take you guys through what a typical day looks like for me. Like I said, calories are very flexible, not really tracking macros specifically, just getting a minimum of like 200 grams of protein a day, because like I said, I'm weighing like 200 pounds right now. Carbs are typically between, I'd say 250 on like the low end, some days 400 up to 450, depending on like how hungry I am and how I'm feeling in terms of recovery. and fats are usually somewhere around 60 grams, probably as low as 40 and maybe up to 80, but typically around 60. So again, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or anything about my diet, it's been pretty straightforward for the last few months now. I might do a little bit of a cut coming up just to kind of get a little bit below 200. Probably just cut down to maybe 185 the lowest, probably 190 to 195, so really not that much weight. Just kind of trying to share some thoughts in my head. If you guys have any suggestions for future videos, I know that Frank and I have been pretty awful at putting videos up lately, but if you guys have any ideas to put some stuff up, I know that training videos are kind of boring, so hopefully I'll have some vlog style videos coming out soon in the next few weeks. Frank's actually competing at Raw Nationals, which is about a week and a half away now. Raw Nationals, the USAPL meet in Scranton, so I'm really excited to go there. Gonna meet a lot of cool people, so if you guys are going, let me know and maybe we could meet up or something. Frank and I'll be there. He's lifting, I think, on Friday. I was gonna lift on Saturday in the 93 kilogram weight class, but decided not to compete, just to kind of focus my training a little bit more on higher volume, so decided not to compete in that. But other than that, again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a like, and we'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be.